On first down, Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, we knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus, too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
There we go. Back man. 120. Hey, that's scared.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch the safety creep. Great.
Now Wentz on third down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Tight down. There you go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah,
and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On play action, Wentz. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Tight left. 4 down. Check.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trubisky will throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, Barkley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
25, check 25.
Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Wentz going to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Trubisky. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Underneath to the tight end, Burton.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now, Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. To try again after the sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 9. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. On 2nd down, Barkley. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And some room to work. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Andy Isabella, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At their own 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, it's Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Wentz. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's get it together, defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down now, Barkley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
We got this. At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bears, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.